Hello, Year 3. Today in English, we are going to be planning our myths. To start off with, though, we would like you to have a go at this activity by adding narrative to this speech. So it says, "Who are you?" Bellerophon asked. "I am Athena," she replied. "Take this golden bridle and travel to Mount Helicon to find the winged horse. Now go back to sleep." "Pegasus could be mine," gasped Bellerophon. So this is the speech we would like you to use, but we'd like you to add in some narrative or some description to this conversation. You might have noticed that some of the speech includes other types of punctuation like a question mark and an exclamation mark. Now, if you use these, you don't need your comma, even though there's a reporting clause, because you've used the question mark and exclamation mark. That's just something extra to bear in mind. We've given you an example that you could possibly use to start off your writing, and it says, "As Bellerophon fell asleep, he immediately started to dream of his quest and how he could capture Pegasus. Suddenly, what might happen next?" So your activity is to add some narrative to this conversation. So pause the video here to have a go at that. So well done for having a go at that starting activity. We are now going to move on to planning our writing, and I've got the toolkit up here just as a reminder to know what we might want to include in our plan, so we can then include it in our writing. You might also want to use the word bank at this point if there are any words or vocabulary that you would like to use. So I have created a plan as well, and I have used the boxing up method. In school, we use lots of different ways to plan, so you can choose this one or another way, like a mind map or a storyboard. It's up to you. I have broken it down into the 5 parts of the myth. So to start off with, we're going to introduce the setting and also the character. So my character is Yanni, and I've used a few words from the word bank just to remind myself to include in my writing, and they are strong and fearless. He's a prince and he lives in a palace by the Aegean Sea. Then my hero is going to be told about a monster, and I've used Mrs. Doran's mythical creature, the lion ache. And he's going to be told about it by the villagers because it's destroying their crops and their homes by breathing fire everywhere. Then the next part of my myth, the hero is going to travel to the monster. Now I'm going to set the scene again because he's going to travel through the desert, and he's also going to collect something on the way to slay the monster, and that's going to be a golden net from Athena that shrinks the beast when it's been caught. Then my hero is going to slay or capture the monster, and Yanni is going to set a trap and act as bait, and then the lion ache will be there as well, and then he's going to move out of the way so the lion ache gets captured and in the golden net and shrinks down to the size of an ant. And then does Yanni become a hero or not? Well, he becomes a hero to the villagers, but Athena is quite unhappy that he didn't return her golden net because he kept it as a trophy. So she's going to actually banish Yanni to the lion ache's underground tunnels. So that would be my plan for my myth. So I hope this gives you a good idea for how to plan your own myth. Remember, you might want to use a different way of planning, which is absolutely fine. Don't forget to send your plans into the Year 3 email because we would love to know what your myth will be about.